This is Michael Gerace with Clearview Sewer Cams. It is May 4th, 2021, and we are located at 2126 East Live Oak Drive, Los Angeles, California, 90068, and we are performing a video waste line and sewer line inspection. We are at the back guest house now. We're going to run through a 3-inch ABS plastic clean out and attempt to get to the front house and try to locate a mainline sewer clean out as well. So we're going to wipe off our camera lens. Wipe off our camera lens a little bit, and then we're going to zero out our camera monitor so that we have a good accurate reading. Okay, and this is the back of our guest house. There's the heat pump, the side of it, and this is going up back toward the hill, toward the street, toward East Live Oak Drive. And this is our 3-inch ABS clean out. So we're just going to put it right up against the clean out, and we're going to zero out our camera monitor at this time. Okay, we're zeroed out. Insert our camera into the waste line. Dropping into ABS plastic. And we're having a real hard time trying to get it in. There we go. And we're in what appears to be his cast iron pipe and fittings. And then we transition back up underneath the guest house to ABS plastic. We're going to push out in our ABS plastic. As I said, we're going to attempt to get all the way out to the main house. See if we locate any other sewer cleanouts on the way down. We have a joint here, appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Continue pushing out. Come upon another ABS plastic joint. Appears to be in fair condition at this time. Long lengths of ABS plastic piping. Making a turn now, making a drop. And those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. I want to go try and locate this area. Could be a clean out in this area, so we're going to pause for just a moment. Okay, we are on the hill. As we're facing the back of the main house from the guest house area, as you're standing at the guest house facing the main house, we're on the right hand side of the main house, and there appears to be a clean out buried possibly underneath the gravel and underneath the silk cloth. This area right here, can't find anything. Don't see any fittings. This could just be for a turn, to make the turn, because it's a drastic drop right here. This is right by the back retaining wall, and we should level out here. Yeah, we're going to level out here, and now we're pushing along the back side of the main house. Very difficult to push. Gone through too many turns. Kind of difficult. Try and keep pushing out. Try and get all the way out. Hopefully we see a clean out. We're going to pause for just a moment. Okay, we're going to resume. We're going to continue trying to push out. Hopefully you see it fitting. Coming up on a joint here in just a moment. And hopefully we come up to a clean out. And we do have a coupling right here. Don't have a clean out that we can see. So we're going to continue to try and push out. Pushing out. It looks like we have some type of an inlet here at 113 feet. We're going to push out just a little bit more. And we have a turn. We're going to go back to the inlet just a little bit. I'm going to pause here for a moment. I'm going to try and locate this area. Okay, we cannot locate another mainline cleanout. There is something that looks like it might be a mainline cleanout that is up along the back side of the house, on the right hand side of the house as you're looking at the house from the guest house area. But it's buried under gravel and silk cloth, which we don't want to cut right now if we don't have to. So we're going to attempt to try and push out, see if we can get all the way out to the city sewer. Got about another 60 feet probably. We'll be at about 170, 180 feet, more than likely, if we can reach it. And then when we pull back, we'll go slow and we'll attempt to take a look at the line. And at about 130 feet, I just saw a fitting that I just passed, but we're going to take a look at that on the way back. Going to pull back again. I'm going to try and get a little better run at this. Looks like a drop at 100. About 170 feet. May be very difficult to get around. Okay, we did get around it. And I believe another turn. I'm going to pull back a little bit more. Pull back a few more feet. We're going to attempt to try and get around that next area. Gone through so many turns that it's extremely difficult to try and get around. So we're going to pause for a moment and we're going to try and locate this area. Okay, we are on the front hillside by the street below, and it appears that we have cast iron pipe and fittings. We're going to pull back to approximately 130 feet, try and locate this area. We could see a fitting. We're just hoping that maybe it's a mainline clean out that we can locate. So we're going to begin pulling back slowly. And it does appear to be cast iron. We're in another turn. Unfortunately, we just can't make that many turns, especially this far out. Got a lot of buildup in the cast iron. Make another turn. Now we transition back to ABS plastic right here, which is up by, this is up toward the top fence of the pool area, closest to the lower street. I'm going to continue pulling back. Have another coupling there. There's a coupling. Appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. So the majority of the line is ABS plastic on this side of the house from the guest house area. I believe that was the tie-in at 165. Continue to pull back. Have another joint, another coupling. That coupling appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Should be coming upon a fitting here. Another inlet fitting right there. I'm going to attempt to locate this area. So we're going to pause for a moment. Okay, we got permission to move some of the silk cloth over by the crawl space of the main house, and we located a mainline sewer clean out. So we're pulling back now. We're going to attempt to run through that clean out all the way out to the city sewer. These are inlet fittings coming in from the main house. This is all ABS plastic. All the fittings that we could see appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition. More inlet fittings from the house. Continue pulling back. Pull back all the way to the guest house. Then we'll move our equipment down below to the clean out. That ABS coupling appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. Should have long lengths of ABS plastic. Coming back toward the guest house, we're going to have a rise. We're going to come up the short hill by the retaining wall and then level out a little bit, coming back toward the guest house. Now we're going to make a turn. We're coming up, a little bit of debris in the line. Now we're coming up. So we're making a rise, and now we're going to level off a little bit again. Just coming up the hill back toward the guest house. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition at this time. Another ABS plastic coupling. Pulling back. Joint, small turn. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition, as do those joints. Then we transition back to cast iron at the foundation wall of the guest house. And the piping is old. It's old cast iron. We don't see any major breaks or major breaches in the cast iron. And then we're coming back up, and we're coming out. We transition to ABS plastic and out of our ABS plastic waistline clean out at the back of the guest house. So we're going to pause for a moment and move our equipment. Okay, we relocated our camera. This is the crawl space down by the corner of the house. It would be the right rear corner of the house if you're looking at the main house up from the guest house. We're down by the pool equipment area, which is right outside this fence. And we have a mainline sewer clean out right here that we located and dug up. There's the lid. We had to pull back some of the rock and some of the silk cloth. So we're going to zero out right at our mainline clean out. We're going to attempt to run through to the city sewer. Put up our camera in. We're much closer to the city sewer now than what we were from the guest house. We had approximately 130 feet from the back of the guest house to this area. And we've already looked at this piping. We're going to get that back out to where we transition to cast iron, which will probably be at about 50-60 feet. Should be coming up on it here pretty soon, making our turn, and now we're transitioning to the cast iron. make our turns now. We're just going to run out as fast as we can. It's kind of hard to get through the cast iron, but a lot better now than what it was. And we've got some vitreous clay now, so we're getting out to going toward the city sewer, which is right there. So we made it. Okay, now we're going to pull back very slowly, and now we're going to view the line. This is our connection to the city sewer. You can see we got water running through the bottom. That's the city sewer on the street below. I'm not sure which street that is.
Oh, no, Ferndale.
Ferndale?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Ferndale Place. Ferndale.
I believe it's Ferndale Place. And we're going to pull back now. Got a little bit of water running in the house, and we're on a steep drop. So we've got water that is on the camera lens. So it makes it very difficult to try and see. We're going to go back in slowly and see if we can see any more, which we probably won't. Again, that joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. And then we drop back into the city sewer. So we're going to get back up to where we don't have water dripping off our camera lens. We were able to see those joints fairly well. Looks like we have a stack as well, possibly. It's a long riser. That joint appeared to be in fair and maintainable condition, as do those joints. That joint appears to be in fair and maintainable condition. We transitioned back to vitreous clay out by the front fence area off of Ferndale. We've got older cast iron, which has some buildup and some corrosion. So far we don't see any root intrusions, we don't see any breaks. I believe this cast iron could probably be hydrojetted, possibly, and cleaned up a little bit, maybe run a picote tool through, a descaling tool, and we transition back to ABS right here. So we're not in terrible shape. Again, no breaks, no major root intrusions. So we look fairly good.
What took you so long?
So now we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back to our mainline sewer cleanout that is on the side of the house. And at that point, we'll conclude our video sewer inspection. And this mainline cleanout really needs to stay exposed, uncovered at least, to where somebody's going to know where it is in case they do need it. There's an inlet to the house. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Coming back, those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition. Just a small turn, another slight turn. Those joints appear to be in fair and maintainable condition as well. We're coming back to our mainline sewer cleanout and up and out of our cleanout. That concludes our video waste line and sewer line inspection from the guest house and our video sewer line inspection from the main house.
What took you so